You're watching Gossip Canon, where we break down the biggest stories in entertainment. Subscribe and hit the bell so you're always up to date. She says he lifted her over a 17th floor balcony and nearly let go. Now, almost a decade later, she's ready to speak under oath against one of the most powerful names in music. But what really happened that night? Why is this story just now coming to light? And how does this fit into the explosive federal case building against Sean Diddy Combs? Let's break down everything we know and what's still to come. Bryana Bongolan wasn't a celebrity. She wasn't in the tabloids. She was a quiet force in the fashion world, known mostly behind the scenes. But what brought her into Diddy's orbit wasn't fame, it was a friendship. She had ties to Cassie Ventura, Diddy's then-girlfriend. In September 2016, Bongolan was staying at Cassie's upscale apartment, completely unaware that one night would change everything. According to her lawsuit, the night started off ordinary. Bongolan was asleep in Cassie's apartment, peaceful, quiet. Until suddenly, shouting, banging on the door, chaos. It was Diddy. He allegedly forced his way in, enraged about something she still doesn't understand to this day, and when he saw Bongolan out on the balcony, he didn't walk away. He walked toward her. What happened next, according to Bongolan, was terrifying. She says Diddy came up from behind, grabbed her, and began groping her against her will, ignoring her cries to stop. Then it escalated. She claims he lifted her off the ground, placing her onto the edge of a 17th floor balcony. One misstep, and she would have been gone. As she screamed, he reportedly shouted back, "Do you know what you did?" She says she didn't, and still doesn't. Just as things reached a breaking point, Cassie walked in. According to the lawsuit, she screamed at Diddy to stop. And in that moment of distraction, the tension snapped. Diddy allegedly pulled Bongolan back, but not to safety. She claims he slammed her into a table on the patio, ending the terrifying assault only after Cassie intervened. If Cassie hadn't walked in when she did, this story might have ended in tragedy. Fast forward to 2024, 8 years later. Bongolan filed a lawsuit detailing the entire incident. She accused Diddy of sexual battery and assault, naming both him and his behavior that night as the reason for her trauma. Diddy's legal team responded quickly, denying every part of it. They claimed Bongolan had been planning to sue for some time and insisted the allegations were baseless. But then came something no one saw coming. The feds got involved. In 2024, Diddy was hit with multiple criminal charges: sex trafficking, racketeering, and transporting individuals for illicit purposes. And buried in the federal indictment, a reference to a balcony incident. No names were listed, but the details were eerily similar to what Bongolan described. Suddenly, her story wasn't just a civil lawsuit anymore. It became part of a larger, far more serious investigation into Diddy's alleged empire of abuse. On June 4, 2025, Bryana Bongolan is set to testify, under oath, on the record, with the world watching. Her voice, once ignored, now carries legal weight. And what she says could confirm a broader pattern the prosecutors are trying to prove: that Diddy wasn't acting alone or on impulse, but as part of a system of control, intimidation, and silence. Cassie already testified. 4 days of revelations about her own 11-year relationship with Diddy. She spoke of abuse, control, violence. Her earlier testimony adds context to Bongolan's story, especially since it was Cassie who may have saved her life that night. Now, 2 women with first-hand accounts are central to a case that could define Diddy's legacy forever. Once, Bryana Bongolan was just a name no one knew. Now, she's standing at the center of one of the biggest trials in music history. What she says in court could shift everything. But here's what's even more shocking. Her story might not be the last. More voices are coming forward. More accusations are surfacing. And if what Bongolan says under oath is backed up by evidence, This trial won't just be about Diddy's past, it'll be about how long he was able to get away with it, and why no one stopped him until now. If you found this video insightful, consider subscribing, and let us know in the comments, do you think this trial will finally expose the truth about Diddy's empire? And that's today's blast from the cannon. What do you think about all the drama? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We read everything. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you're first in line for the next celebrity explosion. This is Gossip Cannon, signing off, where the truth isn't just spilled, it's detonated. Explosion.